Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Now please switch off your mobile phone if you haven't done so already. We have also arranged for official photographers to take photographs of all graduates receiving their diplomas. So there's no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. If you wish to take additional photos, you may do so after the ceremony at the plaza. I will be inviting you to stand when the academic procession enters and leave the convention hall. Graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You will also be issued with a card lock-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card as you will need it to place order for your photographs. Lastly, graduates, graduation is a formal occasion, so please show your respect for our guests and your fellow graduates. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest speaker, Mr. Ng Nam Sing, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 58th graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic. At this third session, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to graduates from the SP Business School. May I now invite our Principal and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. So Wai Wah, to deliver the graduation address. Mr. So, please.
Mr. Munamsin, the Assistant Managing Director of Corporate Human Resource and IT Services at the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and CEO of the Institute of Banking and Finance, Singapore. Distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to our 58th graduation ceremony. This year we see 5,263 students graduating from Singapore's first Polytechnic. I congratulate all graduates, and in particular, the 301 here at this session receiving your certificates. Founded in 1954, Singapore Poly's first graduate received his diploma in 1961 at a graduation ceremony held in Victoria Theatre. Subsequently, we commemorated our 50,000 graduate in 1990, 100,000 in year 2000, and our 150,000 in 2010. This year, we celebrate achieving the milestone of graduating our 200,000 graduate. We are the first Polytechnic. We are the first Polytechnic to achieve this, and among the first few institutes of higher learning to be able to make this proud declaration. To the graduates assembled here today, all of you can be proud and honored to be part of this 200,000 strong network of illustrious men and women who, like you, they have entered the gates of SP, but they have gone on to build Singapore over the last 6 decades. Some of these illustrious SP alumni include, from the earliest cohorts, the veteran architect Mr. Tan Cheng Siong, who pioneered residential typologies in Singapore, and his iconic projects include the Pearl Bank Apartments and the Pandan Valley Condominium. He was conferred the President's Design Award in 2012. From the 1980s, we have our current chairman of the Singapore Polytechnic Board, Mr. Bill Chang. He's the CEO, Group Enterprise of Singtel. Not only does he play a major role in the development of Singapore's IT and communication industry through his position in Singtel, he also co-chaired the Future Jobs and Skills Subcommittee of the Committee on the Future Economy of Singapore that was set up by the Singapore government. In recognition of his contributions to Singapore, Bill was awarded the Public Service Star in 2017. We also have an accomplished scientist in our alumni family, Dr. Jonathan Low, who is the Senior Principal Investigator at the Institute of Molecular and Cell Biology. From the 1997 cohort, Dr. Jonathan Low is the first Singaporean to be elected to the elite global World Technology Network in 2012 because of his work in stem cells. I hope that all the graduates today will draw inspirations from these outstanding alumni and continue the SP tradition of powering Singapore's development and transforming the country towards not just a strong economy but also a caring society. To help you carry the SP alumni mantle to renew the country and thrive in this era of constant technological disruption, SP, we ourselves has transformed to become a polytechnic not just for young people, but a polytechnic for all ages. We've committed ourselves to be your lifelong learning partner beyond your graduation. Through our continued education programs, we will help you to upgrade, to further develop your skills in the different stages of your life. We have programs that cover not just your areas of specialization, but also generic ones, such as entrepreneurship. All of you will find in these programs helpful as you face a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment that is always subject to technological disruptions. Beyond what you have received these last 3 years, you need to constantly learn, unlearn, and relearn. So your graduation today is but the beginning of a new long-term relationship with Singapore Polytechnic. So graduates, as I once again extend my congratulations, I say to you not just goodbye, but also see you again on campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. So. Now, our guest speaker this evening is Mr. Ng Nam Sin, Assistant Managing Director of the Corporate Human Resource and IT Services of Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, and Chief Executive Officer of the Institute of Banking and Finance Singapore. Mr. Ng oversees the events management, optimal work environment, and security enhancement of MAS, formulation and implementation of HR management policies, attraction, retention, and development of talent. Mr. Ng started his civil service career with Singapore Economic Development Board, EDB, in 1988. He was posted to the EDB office in New York in 1994, where he was the regional director responsible for promoting manufacturing and service investment opportunities in Singapore. He moved to the MAS in 1998. Mr. Ng graduated from the University of Glasgow, UK in 1985 with a degree in engineering. In January 2018, the MAS and the Institute of Banking and Finance, IBF, announced that IBF will expand its mandate to provide career advisory and job placement services for the financial sector. Given the need to strengthen IBF management bench, Mr. Ng took on a concurrent appointment as Chief Executive Officer of IBF with effect from 1st February 2018. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Ng Nam Sin to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Ng, please.
Thank you for the introductions. Very good afternoon, Mr. So Wai Hua, Principal Singapore Poly, parents and graduates. The introduction was complete, but not as complete because I'm also a graduate of Singapore Poly, class of 1980. During my graduation, we had a ceremony at the National Theatre. Some of you may not know where that is, but it was at the National Theatre. Very grand as well, but not as grand as this one. So first of all, my heartiest congratulations to all of you on your graduation. So when I graduated from university in 1985, University of Glasgow, it was not a good time in Singapore. We were going through our first economic recessions. But even then, I was able to so-called land a job pretty quickly. So in my mind then, I thought, with a good education, the promise of job security was expected. But standing here now, looking into the future, I ask myself these questions: will the future still be the same for our new graduates, not just Singapore Poly, but other polys and our universities? There's now much debate about digital technology disrupting jobs. Just looking at the Straits Times yesterday and today, there were at least 2 articles talking about technology disrupting job, future of work, what is work like in the future. So I do believe that long-term job security cannot be taken for granted. So I thought for my speech today, I would like to talk about how could we or may we future-proof our careers against the impact of digital technology. You are probably aware that firms are increasingly using data analytics, artificial intelligence or AI and automation to derive insights into their business, into their competitors, achieve greater productivity, and also to improve customer experience. For the same kind of jobs, less or even no humans are needed. So some call this the fourth industrial revolution. We don't have to look very far for examples. You recall Steve Jobs whipped out the smartphone called the iPhone in 2007. Just in a short span of 10 years, can any one of you go without a smartphone today? So it has changed the way we work, we live, and we play. Similarly, for financial services, fintech is disrupting the way banks do their business. So just to highlight a few observations, if you take physical currencies, the dollar and cents that we use today, you may not know it, but it is one of mankind's greatest invention, the currencies. The Chinese first used coins in 1100 BC. The first paper currency was printed in Sweden in 1661 AD. The first electronic payment was made by Western Union. Guess when? First electronic payment in 1860 via the telegram. So my own guess is that within the next 15 years, physical currencies will become obsolete. So hold on to your currencies. Norway has stated its intent to make payments cashless by 2030. MAS is pushing Pay Now for e-payment throughout Singapore. I hope Singapore Poly receive your tuition fees via e-payment only, not checks. In China, a friend of mine who was there said, he's Chinese. They said, how come they can tell I'm a tourist? And the answer is very simple, because he used hard currencies to pay for things. In China, you either use Alipay or WeChat Pay. The moment you use hard currencies, they know that you are a foreigner. So what is the implications of all this? One is that banks are no longer the sole agents for handling currencies and payments. It's also much more efficient, cost efficient to MAS and society to use e-payment versus hard currencies. Firms like PayPal, Alipay, and WeChat Pay have now encroached into the domain used to be the preserve of banks. And if blockchains and cryptocurrencies were to be widely adopted, it will impact even the monetary policy role of the MAS. Are there other examples? Plenty. When you next visit a bank or call them, you may be served by chatbots and robo-advisors. AI will enable these robots who can advise you on housing loans or investment options. In a recent Economist articles, a Chinese insurance company called Ping An thinks it can spot dishonesty using AI. It monitors facial expressions of customers and uses AI to pinpoint those that requires further scrutiny. The next time you attend a job interview, don't be surprised if the interviewers know more about you than you think. They can do what we call psychometric profiling of a candidate by harvesting data from social media. So you have to be very careful what you post on social media. So what's the implication for the workplace? While technology can help you in your work, it can also take away your jobs. A recent McKinsey study suggests that half the activities that people do today can be automated. But the good news is history tells us that while technology can be a big disruptor to jobs and industry, it has also created new jobs and industries. But the key is that you must position yourself well for these new jobs. So then my key question, how do you future-proof your career? I wish I have ready answers, but I guess we're all struggling with this. But I can suggest 3 things or 3 observations that you can do to reduce the risk of becoming irrelevant in the workplace. The first is be technology literate. Technology literate. Now, some people ask, why do you need to embrace the digital revolution? Can I stay on the side? Asking this question is like asking whether you need to be internet savvy. Internet came onto the scene big way in early 1990s, but by now, most of us are internet savvy. So we are now at the cusp of another technology revolution. As a global financial center, it is important that we build capacity and competencies in technology areas. Technology should be your first, if not second language. Deputy Prime Minister Tharman shared this in February this year. He said, financial institutions need to upgrade the skills of their staff in data analytics. To support this, MAS launched a 27 million AI and data analytics grants scheme to support this. MAS also partnered with local polytechnics in the Poly FinTech 100 initiative and has equipped more than 1,500 students with skill sets relevant to FinTech. So my suggestion is that minimally, to be successful and relevant, you must have basic knowledge in programming, data analytics, and IT. In some countries, programming as a subject has been made compulsory in schools, primary schools. Just like now you are internet literate, you should also be comfortable with subjects like Python programming, machine learning, or DLT, distributed ledger technology. Second point, continuously upskill and reskill. We do most of our learning in poly or the universities, and we pick up skills along the way while at our jobs. I want to share that post-poly or post-university learning need to be intensified. Your job may be disrupted by technology a few times in your working life. This is not changing job, this is your job becoming irrelevant. So to ensure employability, you will need to continuously upskill and reskill. Minister Ong Ye Kung announced that beyond the formal school system, the government has embarked on a national movement called Skills Future, urging all Singaporeans to participate in lifelong learning. So the government has rolled out a national training program called Skills Future for digital workforce, to equip all Singaporeans with skills to work in a digitally enabled environment. So the key message is that while the good education can give you a head start, you must embrace lifelong learning to navigate technological disruptions and stay relevant. My third point is you need to embrace change. Andy Grove, the founder of Intel, says it best. He said, only the paranoid survive. Only the paranoid survive. So never be too comfortable with the status quo. Develop a healthy discontent. This is the word coined by our Prime Minister, healthy discontent for everything. You know the saying, if you ain't broke, don't fix it, but you need to change it. If you ain't broke, reinvent it. Future growth and transformation are best pursued by disturbing today's status quo. And the best way to beat robots is to innovate, because if you work like machines, you will be replaced by machines. So to recap my 3 points, to ensure employability, you need to be technology literate, constantly upskill and reskill, and to embrace change. So let me move on to my next part of my speech. Having the right technical skills alone may not be sufficient. Over the long term, how do you know and how do you keep yourself motivated? So allow me to share 3 insights. First point is to make work a purpose. Right? Make work a purpose. So when looking for a job, do you go for one that offers the most attractive pay, or one that pays less but gives you a sense of purpose? Many people equate pay with happiness. The more pay you have, the happier you are. At least that's the argument. But if you're one of them, I have bad news. Research suggests that having a higher income does affect happiness, but only up to a point. Having more money makes you happier, but there is a stage of stagnation. Having more money will not make you more happier or make you happier. So the Financial Times reported that a survey found that the highest level of job satisfaction was experienced by florists and gardeners, 87%. And the lowest satisfaction was experienced by bankers, 44% only. So, when you choose a career, decide which one you want to. So it seems that having a high degree of controls of one's work and seeing the results of those efforts have big impact on business. The key message here is that happiness is not about having more money. So at the MAS, our mission is to protect investor interests, safeguard depositors' money in our banks, and protect the strength of the Singapore dollar. If this appeals to your sense of purpose, you're invited to join the MAS when you're ready. So look for a sense of purpose, because in your work, purpose keeps you going when the going is tough. Second point is teamwork and interpersonal relationship in your workplace. So you may have heard of the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. In my working career over close to 30 years, I've come across staff or people who are brilliant in their field of work, very clever, but find challenging working in teams. So it is not how clever you are, but whether you can work well with people as a team. The multiplying effect of a team surpasses that of an individual just working harder. So in many organizations, including the MAS, teamwork is part of their core values. We want to achieve what we call a 1 + 1 = 3 outcome. My third point, as you embark on the next part of your career, be it further studies or working, the point is about health. Health must come first. So in a workplace, oftentimes there is pressure to be among the first to be in the office, to work the longest day and be able to multitask. There was an intern, this was reported in the paper, intern working with a major US investment bank who died after working 72 hours non-stop. Upon learning this, another major US investment bank set new rules. They said we should not be like them. They set new rules to say we require staff to go home before midnight and don't come back to office before 7 a.m. I'm not sure if this is helpful because it is still a punishing 17-hour workday. And the new rules didn't say you cannot bring work home. So everyone's threshold for stress is different, so don't succumb to peer pressure when you see colleagues working longer hours than you. You have to personally take charge of your health, for without health, wealth is meaningless. So to recap again, make work a purpose, develop good interpersonal skills, and take care of your health. So in closing, I would like to share this poem by Robert Frost. Some of you may know him. He's one of America's most famous poets. It is called The Road Not Taken. The last part of the poem goes like this. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. So the poem is saying that at a crossroad, when faced with a difficult decision of taking a safe road that others have taken before, or an uncharted road, the subject in the poem took the road less traveled by. The poet feels that making original and independent choices makes life rewarding. So for me, this means having the boldness to push through uncharted frontiers to create positive change and impact lives. So on this note, I wish you all success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ng. Right, ladies and gentlemen, We will now begin the presentation of diploma to the graduates. This evening, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to 301 graduates from SP Business School. May I now call upon the Director of SP Business School, Ms. Tan Yen Yen, to present the diplomas. Ms. Tan, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Banking and Finance.
Chen Gek Ni, Chia Daphne, Go Hian Shen Theodore, Ma Jiaying, Tan Chiu Mei, Adriel Cheng, Elson New Wei Jin, Elwin Wong Pak Sheng, Andreas Ku Wei Kang, Andy Lau Zi Kang, Ang Yuan Ting Eugene, Anson Xiao Xiang Jue, Ashwin Raj Singh Raj Gopal Singh, Bernard Teng Ying Heng, Chan Chin Lim, Charmaine Chan Yun Wen, Chen Jingyu, Ang Wen Hui Celine, Chong Ai Luan, Chu Jun Wei Cadis, Colin Lu Weng Kin, Darren Chen Jing Heng, Diep Hui Duan, Elizabeth Tan Si Min, Gayatri Ravi, Go Kai Jie, Go Qi Long, Go Shao Yi, Go Yu Bin Javen, Hei Yu Xin, Heng Wee Tek Daryl, Gerald Chek Jia Le, Hilary Pua, Su Jiahao Eugene, Huang Huifeng, Ifa Nurdiana binti Batia, Gerald Tan, Jocelyn Ang Hui Ping, Kam Kai Wen Kevin, Kenji Ching Yong Jian, Ku Meng Yao Nigel, Ko Ming Yang Clarence, Ku Pei Ling, Kui Chun Hua, Kwang Jin Jing Keith, Lao Qi Jia, Li Fengyuan, Li Josiah, Li Minhui, Li Xinyi, Lem Kai Sin, Lester Lee, Lee David Lee Chen Hui, Liu Guanting, Lim Chun An, Lim Fen Hui, Lim Ming, Lim Shixuan Ivy, Lim Si Ping Alicia, Lim Taek Yong Theron, Lim Wan Yi, Lim Yong Chen, Lin Ting Swan, Liao Ziying, Lo Yiling, Lam Shao En, Mesak Abendigo, Muhammad Yusuf bin Zainuddin, Ng Jin Hao Eric, Ng Wei Jie Melvin, Ng Wei Kai, Nicholas Pang, Nur Adila binti Nuraza, Nur Zalifa binti Mohammed Siddiq, Nur Farisha binti Sarif, Ong Jiemin, Ong Jun Yuan Zhou, Ong Tian Ying Corin, Palvinder Singh Jagdeep Singh. Po Hui Ting Esther. Rachel Wee Jiaxin. Raifana Binte Razali. Rex Gao Wei Jie. Rothman Yo Chiu Yi. Sito Yi Min. Xiao Si Lun. Xiao Wei Xian. Sonia Kaur Sandhu. Sonja Sito Sitien. Sun Meng Yao. Sun Ziqing. Tan Hao Wen Christopher. Tan Jie Wei Joel. Tan Wei Chiang. Tan Xin Ping. Tan Zheng Liang. Tanas Sanwa. Tay Rui Sheng Ryan. Tiao Yuqi Regine. Si Wing Si. Victoria Wee Lee En. Wong Kit Man. Wong Yong Ru Bennett. Yap Yao Hui Sherman. Yo Xue Yi Michelle. Yo Ziyang. Yuan Fang.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Financial Informatics.
Isaac Chua. Jackie Teo. Ng Tin Yi. Teo Jin Cao. Ada Kwan Lin Lin. Angel Tan Qi Ting. Bernice Ong Li Yun Wa Wa Ong. Chia Yan Ting. Chen Jiaying. Chen Jingyi. Chen Wen. Che Kwan Hui. Chu Kai He Dylan, Chia Jiang Hui Elgin, Clara Tan Ying Yun, Clarice Go Hui Wen, Cynthia Teo, Dayalini Sinakuti, Yi Jing Michelle, Eugene Lee Jun Hui, Yu Ming Qian, Feng Jianting, Fetz Fu Min Xin, Fu Xiangzhen, Go Xiangling Sandy Amanda, Go Si Tong, Janice Hong Shu Ting, Jeremy Teo Chi Kiet, Joyce Tan Shi Yin, Kok Si Jia, Ko Jia Yi, Ko Wai Yi Crystal, Ko Yi Ren Milford, Kwa Kai Tan, Lee Wei Lim Brandon, Li Zhenjian, Lim Chuan Yong, Lim Mei Siu Alicia, Lim Yu Hong, Lo Li Lin, Lo Min Zi, Lo Ziying, Leon Heng, Michael Sean Lo Zhi-en, Muhammad Khairul Amirin bin Sahir, Ng Jiamin, Ng Jing Yong, Ng Le Yi, Ng Yuan Jie, Nur Akila binti Muhammad Ismail, Ong Hui Yu, Ong Wei Xiang, S. Yasmina Banu, Sadayan Muhammad Izzat, Xia Wei Feng Rinan, Sharon Ting Peru, Sim Xiao Hui, Shaira binti Sabarudin, Tan Chiu Yin, Tan Jiamin, Tashi Troy Xiao Shenwen, Teo Sherlin Adonia, Teo Sui Hua, Wang Xue Chen, Chin Rung Sun, Wong Wai Lam William, Sing Ke Fei, Yang Mei Ling, Yang Meng Jia, Yap Xuan Hong, Yo Ting Ya,
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Tourism and Resort Management.
Kimberly Nicole de la Cruz Cordinente, Megan Chow Chit Ji, Nurlisa Binte Zahari, Hua Shu Juan, Yip Po Yi, Annabelle Lim Jia Yin, Ayrton Tan Chiao Wu, Cheong Jing Xuan Nicole, Cheong Shu Min Joyce, Chia Mei Yi, Chong Yao Hui, Chao Feng Yi, Chua Yi Ting Amanda, Clarissa Lim Li Xian, Dalen Liu Jiang Lin, Dylan Ko Zhi Yu, Dora Lao Yen Yi, Dorothy Ann Ho Li Ying, Elfie Iswandi bin Jufri, Fiona Lau Jia Jia, Ji Hui Shan Melanie, Geraldine Li Yuan Xiang, Gina Lim Sin Hui, Heng Jia Li Kelly, Heng Mui Peng Kelly, Heng Chiu Wen, Hilary Wu Lai Ying, Im Kwang Jo, Isaac Lim Jin Chen, Isabel Tam Chi Ying, Isis Teng Hui Min, Jasmine Wong Yin Sing, Jason Lim Shen Yi, Jeffrey Kong Jia Hao, Jolene Ong, Jonathan Yo Zhao Hui, Q Zhihen, Lam Wai Lam, Li Jiayi, Li Zhihui, Liu Ziqian, Lim Jiawen, Lim Junchen Wesley, Lim Si-ting Kelly, Lim Ting-wei Shalene, Lim Yong-si, Lim Yu-ting, Lo Chu-lin Gwendolyn, Lo Zhishan, Moses Xiao Hong Woon, Muhammad Irfan Shah bin Samsuri, Muhammad Raihan bin Abdul Rahman, Ng Bei Yu, Ng Jia Shan, Noel Anne Marie Sevilla Interino, Nur Athira binti Mohammed Taha, Nur Liana binti Mohammed Raimi, Nur Tunisa binti Mohammed Taufik, Nurul Azrin binti Sahat, Nurul Patricia binti Habib Marikari, Ong Jie Ni, Ong Shu En Camilla, Peng Hong Chen, Putri Nur Alia Razia binti Ayub, Kwek Hui Hui Karin, Rachel Kushbu Limbu, Tan Hui Min, Tan Li Xuan, Tan Shao Shan, Tan Shi Hui, Tan Xin Yi, Tan Xin Hui, Teo Jin Kiet Keldon, Teo Shu Zhen, Timpuk Angelica Joy Fulgencio, Y Tiu Yu, Wendy Lim Hui Ting, Wang Jiayi, Wang Jingyi, Wang Xiaoqian, Yot Pikun Supakon, Zheng Xueying, Zhou Ming,
Thank you, Ms. Tan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the SP Business School. All right, we will now present the prizes to our graduates for their excellent academic performance. May I invite Mr. Ng Nam Sin again, Assistant Managing Director of the Corporate, Human Resource and IT Services Group of Monetary Authority of Singapore and Chief Executive Officer of the Institute of Banking and Finance Singapore, to present the following prizes. Mr. Ng, please. Thank you. From the Diploma in Banking and Finance, the Monetary Authority of Singapore Prize, Chiam Xiu Zhen. Receiving the Philip Future Prizes are Kenneth Kwok Feng Wei, Yap Ke Sin, the Great Eastern Life Assurance Prize, Siti Nur Zulaika Binti Ibrahim. Receiving the UOB Kay Hian prizes are Desmond Teo Yu Chong, Nevin Wong Hong Cheng, From the Diploma in Financial Informatics course, the Acorn Marketing and Research Consultants Prize, Sim Jun Hung. The Liqui Moly Singapore Prize, Yenny Anthony. From the Diploma in Tourism and Resort Management course, the Chan Brothers Travel Prize, Joyce Chim Ming Feng. The Sunny Holidays Prize, Li Pei Xuan. The Le Grandeur Palm Resort Prize, You Zhihui. And that concludes the presentation of prizes. We will now present course medals to our top graduates for their outstanding all-round performance. From the Diploma in Banking and Finance course, the DBS POSB Silver Medal is awarded to Teo Feng Jie. The Singapore Exchange Gold Medal is awarded to Victor Ke Wei Hao. From the Diploma in Financial Informatics course, the United Overseas Bank Silver Medal is awarded to Ng Yin Yi. The DBS Gold Medal Award is awarded to Go Jia Yi. From the Diploma in Tourism and Resort Management course, the Novotel Silver Medal is awarded to Luminoc Nikki Ramos. The Changi Airport Group Gold Medal is awarded to Mohammed Shafiq bin Karim. And that concludes the presentation of course medal. Thank you so much, Mr. Ng. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this evening is Go Chia Yi, a graduate of the Diploma course in Financial Informatics. May I now call upon Jia Yi to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates. Jia Yi, please.
A very good evening to our guest speaker, Mr. Ng Nam Sin, Principal and CEO, Mr. So Wai Wah, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to pose a question. How would you describe your Polytechnic journey? For me, 3 years in SP is just like a treasure hunt. Students are given a map to a treasure box and are tasked to search for the cross marked on the map. No one knows exactly what or where the treasure is, but we still search for it regardless. Of course, finding the treasure is not that easy unless you are Dora the Explorer. Along the way, there may be obstacles that deter us from achieving our goal, which has happened to me. In the last year of my studies, working part-time and holding the position as the Vice President of Community Service and Cultural Club took a lot out of me. Having to attend club meetings and work on consecutive days took up most of my time I had for my studies. For the most part, I remembered having schoolwork pile up and rushing to meet submission deadlines. I did not exactly enjoy this aspect of school, as stress really got me here, and it felt like I had reached a dead end marked on the map. Thankfully, I now realized this is one of the obstacles that has trained me to be even stronger today. As the saying goes, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Having a punishing schedule has allowed me to learn to manage my time properly and to push through. I would like to thank a few important people who have been with me through this entire journey, especially when I needed them the most. To my family, thank you for always being so supportive and encouraging me to strive and excel. To my lecturer, thank you for all the valuable knowledge that you have taught us and always taking the extra mile for students. To all my friends, thank you for making school more than just thank you for making school more than just tutorials and lectures. You guys are my biggest pillar of support. As our Polytechnic journey approaches its end, I realized the most important part of our treasure hunt is not the treasure box itself, but rather our journey. Our journey was the key that's unlocked doors of opportunities for us to take away. That is the treasure that we have been looking for all this while. In SP, I've gained more than just textbook knowledge. I was given the chance to attend numerous events and competitions, which allowed me to gain a lot of skills, as you guys know, as well as to broaden my vision. SP is indeed the perfect training ground that has prepared us regardless of any impending challenges. Today, we are all gathered here to celebrate the discovery of our own treasure. Congratulations to all graduates here today, and as you embark on your next treasure hunt, I wish you the best of luck for the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jai. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is now adjourned. May I invite all to stand? The procession groups will now leave the convention hall. for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. May I invite parents and guests to leave the convention center first, and please ensure that you have all your belongings. I wish you a pleasant evening, everybody. Thank you so much.